you. This is 2 News at 10 on Dayton CW.
Mother's Day is this Sunday. How local restaurants and families are preparing to celebrate Mom. Plus, as we move forward in the fight against COVID-19, growing concerns about vaccination slowdowns and the impact that could have moving into summer. Good evening, I'm Madeline Ashley. Adam Reif is off tonight. We start with rain in the forecast tomorrow, but local restaurants are hoping it won't put a damper on Mother's Day plans. 2 News reporter Allison Gens is live in the Oregon District with how they're preparing.
Madeline, tonight the pop-up patios for Out on 5th were packed with people, but tomorrow it could be a different story. Solar's general manager tells me that it's very unlikely that they will be using their patio seating on what's typically one of their busiest days of the year. Despite expected rain, Solar in the Oregon District isn't letting it dampen their spirits.
We've made the most of what we can do with the inside, so even though it does take away several tables from us, we're still gonna be able to offer the same great experience here.
General Manager Brandy Perrin says Solar is fully booked for reservations inside the restaurant all weekend long, and it's a welcome change from last year.
Kind of marks a year for us being open. We opened for Mother's Day carryout last year, so a year we've been back open and riding this pandemic. So we're moving forward with brunch and dinner, and we are totally fully booked.
Some of those out Saturday night for Out on 5th were taking advantage of the nice weather to celebrate Mother's Day a day early.
We got 3 generations here. We live in Cincinnati and she lives in Columbus, and this is a good halfway point for us.
Yep.
And we're really surprised to see Dora here, and we're very excited.
Perrin says this weekend is typically one of the busiest of the year, and full tables is a sign things are returning to normal for restaurants.
It's like, 5 services in a row that are just jam-packed.
And even though Solar's tables are booked for tomorrow, they do still have open seating available at the bar. And if you do feel like braving the rain out there tomorrow for Mother's Day, Out on 5th opens at noon and goes until 10 p.m. Live in the Oregon District, Allison Gens, 2 News, working for you.
Thanks, Allison. Now to coronavirus updates. The Ohio Department of Health reports 1,200 new coronavirus cases. That's slightly below the state's 21-day average. In biweekly death reports, there are 84 more COVID deaths. 19,428 people have died from COVID-19 in Ohio. Though smaller in size and without a procession, University of Dayton students and faculty still came together in UD's arena to celebrate graduation. Graduations were split into 6 ceremonies between Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and limited to 90 minutes to allow for cleaning in between. After a tough year and a half due to COVID-19, UD President Eric Spina says holding an in-person ceremony is an honor in itself.
Tough year and a half. But our folks have delivered, our students have done what they've asked to do. This is a weekend of celebration. The president couldn't ask for anything more.
Graduation ceremonies are wrapped up for today, but will resume again tomorrow at 9 a.m. As we continue the fight against COVID-19, vaccine clinics are shifting to focus to local Asian American communities. One person shares why he's happy he finally got vaccinated today.
By having this vaccine right now, I think this is like the best that I've done for myself, that now I don't have to worry about getting hit with this virus.
For more information on vaccines, we've got a tool on our website with everything you need to know. Just go to WDTN.com and click on the banner at the top of the screen. More encouraging signs now that America is on the rebound from the pandemic. But with all that good news, there are growing concerns about the big slowdown in vacations and the toll that could take as we head into summer. Blaine Alexander has the latest.
Tonight in Atlanta, it's back to the ball game.
That ball is in the bullpen.
At Truist Park, home of the Braves, it comes with an added perk, a vaccine offered to every ticket holder and future tickets for anyone who takes advantage, as the stadium returns to full capacity for the first time in more than a year.
Excited to hear the noise.
With the prevalence and the easy accessibility of the vaccine, we were comfortable now 100% back with our same health protocols.
Now, with more states starting to loosen restrictions, the crowds are slowly coming back. Students crossing the stage with COVID precautions in place. And across the country, air travel is once again taking off. On Friday, the TSA screened more than 1.7 million passengers, the highest number since the start of the pandemic. Signs of hope born from a vaccine. More than 112 million Americans are fully vaccinated, roughly a third of the population. But across the board, the pace of vaccinations is slowing, down nearly 42% over the past month. It's why many health officials are eager to send the message the shots are working. But scenes like these are a reminder of the pandemic's still staggering toll, and why experts say not to let our guard down just yet.
We have not had the case numbers drop to a level where we can securely say it's okay to go back to the pre-pandemic time.
You can find all of our coronavirus coverage on our 2 News app. Here's an easy way to download. Grab your phone and open the camera. Scan the QR code you see right there on the screen, and that will take you to the link to download the free app. Turning now to weather, Storm Team 2 meteorologist Carly Smith has a first check of your forecast.
Yeah, it's a bit cloudy out there and rain is moving into the region. 52 degrees right now on our GoAlotto auction camera. Wind is out of the east at 7 miles per hour. Humidity is going up. We're at 50% now. That will continue to increase through the night as we see rain across the Miami Valley. That will continue through tomorrow morning and much of the afternoon as well. Temperatures will be in the mid to upper 40s tonight. Here's a look at live Doppler 2 HD. You can see very light rain showers beginning to develop across the Miami Valley. We have a moderate shower that will begin to move into the region, especially around right along I-70 there, and that will continue off and on throughout the night, but widespread rainfall is likely after 2 a.m. and that will be persistent and heavy heading into tomorrow morning, especially for areas north of I-70. So I do want to wish the moms a happy Mother's Day, but the weather is not going to be good for outdoor activities. 57 degrees your high in Dayton, cloudy and rainy, and even a low risk of severe weather. The main threat will be some flooding possible with the heavy rainfall, but isolated thunderstorms into the late afternoon are possible. We'll track that coming up in your complete Storm Team 2 forecast.
Thanks, Carly. And you can track the weather on the go with our 2 News weather app. And right now, if you scan the QR code on the screen to download it on your phone or tablet, it will give you an instant access to Brian's hour-by-hour forecast and live Doppler 2 HD. Now to new information on a fatal crash in Casstown. This news comes from our partners at Miami Valley today. The crash happened near State Route 589 around 12:30 this morning. A vehicle went off the road, hitting 2 mailboxes before rolling multiple times and coming to a rest on its top. 34-year-old Christopher Kohlers died in that crash. Kohlers, who was not wearing a seatbelt, was ejected from his vehicle. He was pronounced dead at the scene. The crash still under investigation. It's Nurse Appreciation Week. Coming up, how one local nurse shows resiliency that can take you a long way. Plus, Bridget's Path, the state's first newborn recovery center, trying to raise money to continue offering services to help people in need. We have the details on how you can help coming up. It's Nurse Appreciation Week, a time when friends and family show just how much the nurses in their lives mean to them. I had the chance to talk with one nurse who refuses to let life get her down. It's what's working in the Miami Valley. At Miami Valley Hospital, Christy Gray knows all things nursing.
Nursing's about being resilient and strong and having grit and taking on the challenges.
But Gray's busy life came to a halt in 2019 after her husband died unexpectedly while taking their daughter to school.
When I made it to the hospital, there wasn't anything else that they could do.
Now a single mother, Christy ventured into 2020 hoping for a better year, which turned into a global pandemic.
You're ready to go with a lot of the changes that had happened, and it was one of those, again, hits that you think, okay, now what?
But after pushing off her mammogram due to the pandemic and hectic nursing schedule, Gray took another hit.
Actually, it was in part of July, got the diagnosis of breast cancer.
After months of battling the disease and chemotherapy, Gray finally made it through all of her treatments.
Build that strength back up, staying active. I am choosing to do things with my daughter now that I'm vaccinated and we can be out and about.
After everything Gray has been through, she has some advice for other nurses and people out there who might be struggling.
It's important to live today, plan for the future, but live today and enjoy today and find the gifts in today.
In honor of Mother's Day, you can help the babies and parents here at Bridger's Path get the resources and accesses they need to take steps towards recovery. Beginning Mother's Day and ending on Father's Day, the powerful pair matching gift campaign is matching donations up to $60,000. Thanks to generous donors, the facility uses all funds to help families with babies born drug dependent.
We're excited about being able to really focus on what it is to be a mom and what it is to be a dad. And so this matching campaign is just going to fill that gap to help us be able to provide the services that we have here at Bridget's Path.
When supporters donate through the Powerful Pair website, they can write a message of hope and support that will be delivered to the Bridget's Path families. Coming up, a local food pantry offering a vaccine clinic today. How organizers are stepping up to protect and feed people. And donating children's items to those in need. How one local daycare is giving back.
And we will have quite the soaker in store for Mother's Day. I'll let you know how much rain you may see coming up in your complete Storm Team 2 forecast ahead in minutes.